Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about how to manifest the life, love, and business of your dreams. This is my first Instagram live in probably a year. It has been a long time. So welcome, say hello as you're dropping in. I'm just going to give a lesson and an overview of step-by-step how to manifest your dreams. So as questions arise, put them in the comments, and at the end I'll answer any questions that you may have. So the title of this training is How to Manifest the Life, Love, and Business of Your Dreams. Those are very different things that all intersect, right? But the concept of manifesting these different areas is exactly the same. And in fact, when you bring more love into your life, you bring more abundance into your life. When you bring more love into your life, you bring more peace into your life. So focusing on one area of manifesting and amplifying and expanding in magical ways will actually create this ripple effect out into these different areas of life. And I get the question very often, okay, Alesha, I want to manifest more money, a partnership, friends, and I want to move and I want to travel. So what do I focus on first? What I always say and what I highly recommend is focus on what feels the most important. Focus on what you feel most drawn to in this moment. And it is important to focus on one main area at a time. Not saying that you can't manifest in all areas at once, but in order to manifest, we want clear, crystal clear energy. We want to be focused. We want our brain and our heart, so our thoughts, beliefs, and our feelings, to be extremely magnetic to that one thing that you're drawing into your life. So if you're focused on manifesting love, but then you're also focused on manifesting abundance and growing your business, and then you're also focused on traveling, the energy can get a bit scattered. So what's really helpful is to focus on one area first, get that flowing, get that feeling really, really good, and then you can maintain that as you focus on this other area, and then this other area, and they begin to really amplify each other and build on each other. So once you are clear on what it is that you want to experience in your life, and one way to do this is to grab a journal and write down. In fact, imagine that it's a year from now and somehow, some way, someone with a magic wand made your entire dream life come true. Let yourself dream, let yourself write it all down, and notice. Because as you do this journaling practice, you're going to probably surprise yourself at what it is that you actually want. And that is going to be a frequency that you get to calibrate to each day. And as you have those intentions of what it is that you want, what you've done is you've already planted the seeds. So we live in a world where what we see with our eyes is less than 1% of what is real. How crazy is that? And what a day to be talking about this. I did not even know I scheduled this training for Leap Day, February 29th, which happens only 4 times, or every 4 years. The reason I'm bringing that up is because there is a realm beyond what we can see, a realm beyond time and space. And the idea of leap year is just kind of this fun way, I feel like, that we play with time, where we're kind of like, yeah, we're actually making up this time thing because we're adding in one day every 4 years. So what we see with our eyes is less than 1% of what is real. And our brain receives data all the time, but so does our body. And our brain is actually only receiving 1% of accurate data compared to our body, which is receiving 100 times more information than our brain. And you know this. You can tune into how you know this by thinking about a time when you walk into a room and you can feel the vibe of the room, right? Maybe you walk into a room and it feels like awkward energy. Maybe you walk into a room and you can tell that someone's mad at you. Maybe you walk into a room and you can feel the excitement. That's not your brain thinking, oh, I'm analyzing this situation and I've figured out what people feel. It's your body's wisdom and your energy intermingling with the energy of everyone else in the room. You're feeling that intuition, and then it's coming up to your brain, and your brain is like, oh, this is awkward, or oh, they're mad at me, or oh, everyone's excited. So you have this machine of a body that is so wise, and your body is made up of energy. And everything in the world is made up of energy. These probiotics are made up of energy. This remote control for the air conditioner is made up of energy. And matter is the slowest, most dense form of energy. Okay? So this body and things we see with our eyes, it's the slowest, most dense form of energy. We're seeing light being reflected off of the slowest, most dense form of energy. So when we raise our energetic vibration, we become more magnetic, and we can expand our energy and intermingle with the quantum field. In the quantum field, all possibilities exist. Every possible reality that you could be living today exists in the quantum field. How cool is that? That means there's a version of you that's madly in love. There's a version of you that's lonely. There's a version of you that believes in yourself deeply and is super proud of yourself. And there's a version of you that doesn't like yourself at all. There's a version of you that is massively wealthy, that is wealthy in a way that is selfish and greedy, that is wealthy in a way where you're doing good on the planet and you're letting God, the universe, move money through you to do good in the world. There's a version of you that is broke and has less than enough. There's a version of you that's just, I'm getting by. So if all of these possibilities exist in the quantum field, and the quantum field was like this giant Target or Costco or Amazon, that you could just say, ping, 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 I'm going to place my order, then your only job after that is to be a clear magnet to attract that into your life. So I said earlier that you've planted the seeds. Once you have your clear intentions of what you want in your life, what you've done already just in saying, this is what I intend, is you've connected with the quantum field and you've planted seeds in the field. You've seeded the field. We can also think of this as like a garden, and you've planted seeds into the garden. So your desire for financial freedom is like planting rose seeds, like you want to grow roses. And your desire to experience deep, beautiful love is like you've planted sunflower seeds. And every intention are all of these different seeds that you're planting. The seeds have been planted. Write that down. Say it out loud. The seeds have been planted. One of the number one mistakes people make when manifesting is they say, okay, God, angels, universe, this is what I want. They've planted seeds. A couple hours pass. That's scary. Or, I haven't noticed anything change yet. I haven't noticed my manifestation yet. Oh gosh, like what if it doesn't work out? What if I can't do it? Those thoughts, yes, the seeds have been planted. Those thoughts and feelings is like you saying, I've planted these rose and sunflower seeds, but oh gosh, what if they don't grow? I haven't seen them grow yet. Oh, like, it's been like a few hours, it's been a few days, I haven't noticed anything yet. Oh, I'm gonna dig the seeds up and I'll replant them, maybe in a couple days. And we repeat that process over and over and over again, where if we were just patient and watered the seeds and gave the seeds sunlight, they would begin to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then you'd experience evidence, oh my gosh, this is working. My seeds are growing. The manifestations are working. Let me plant more. And let me plant more. And soon enough, you have an entire garden, an entire beautiful life, love, business. So patience is actually essential for manifesting. And I know people don't want to hear it, right? Because it's like, but we can quantum leap. We can change things fast. And we can. And we live in a culture that glorifies or that is addicted to instant gratification, right? Instantly, I can go on my phone and scroll and see all these entertaining and funny things. Instantly, I can order food to be delivered. Instantly, I can go on the internet and look at porn or shop online, or, you know, we can instantly satisfy our desires for pleasure, for more. So then when it comes to these things that actually take a strong energy field and work, right? Having deep love takes work. Having a dream business, we have to calibrate to the kind of woman, man, person that can hold that amount of money, that amount of clients. So one of my favorite quotes from A Course in Miracles is, those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. Those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. It's so good. So when you have planted your seeds of intentions, know that the universe is already self-organizing and self-correcting around you. And when you feel doubt or fear or frustration or anxiety, know that that's the old self. That's the version of you that we're leaving in the past. That's the version of you that's used to and addicted to being small, being stuck, being anxious, being sad, being afraid. So when you notice that resistance and that emotion and that thought, it's your job. This is us watering and giving sun to the seeds. It's your job to catch it and become conscious of it and say, wait. I've just returned to the old version of me that is not a vibrational match to this life that I'm calling in. And it's your job to reprogram yourself. One of my favorite ways to water the seeds is to give thanks in advance. Because once they've been planted, they've been planted. Thank you, God, angels, universe, for bringing this into my life. Thank you for moving through my finances. Thank you for moving through my debt. Thank you for moving through my love life. Thank you for moving through my friendships, through my home, through my career, through my business. Thank you for bringing abundance and freedom and love and joy and peace and pleasure into my life. And thank you for making me a vessel to do good on the planet, because I know that as I experience more financial freedom, more love, more peace, more joy, it's gonna move through me and I'm gonna overflow and I'm gonna become a better mother, sister, lover, friend, partner, coach, leader. We live in a world right now that is kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Right? It's like, what is going on? And a lot of people can fall into this survival response or trauma response of, oh my God, there's so much bad stuff happening that it wouldn't be right for me to prioritize my peace, my joy, my life, my love. But what that does is it causes us to take action from a place of lack and fear and control and scarcity, which just perpetuates that energy in the world. It actually is the greatest gift you can give. One of the greatest gifts you can give is to embody more love, to embody more peace, to embody more joy, which not only makes your day 1,000,000 times more enjoyable, makes your journey of where you're getting to 1,000,000 times more enjoyable. It also puts you on this speedboat, speedboating you to your manifestations, while at the same time putting your desires on a speedboat, speedboating them to you, collapsing time, drawing them to you. But beyond that, when we embody more peace, more love, and joy, we're not just making ourselves feel better and drawing our desires to us. There's something so much greater happening. And that is becoming better human beings. And if we really want to change this planet in beautiful ways, it takes each individual person embodying more states of emotional intelligence, of peace, of love, of joy, of knowing how to hold the crazy shit going on in the world and still remain present in ourselves, still prioritize our gratitude and joy and abundance while also holding space for what's happening. That is emotional intelligence. That takes training to be able to hold that. But this is how we make a massive ripple in the world. And I believe with every cell in my body that the universe, this greater loving presence, whatever you call it, it wants to bring more love and financial freedom and joy and abundance to this planet. And it's searching. It's like, who is going to be a vibrational match? Come on. I want to see some more vibrational matches so I can flood you with more heart-centered people with more money, more joy, more love, so that we can turn this trajectory around, so that we can create a planet that has less fear and less war and less control, right? When we look at the crazy stuff going on in the world and we look at the underlying energy, it's fear and it's control and money, right? And like needing to have control and needing to be like fully in power and have all the money, it's all rooted in fear. It's like wanting to be the most powerful, because if not, what's going to happen, right? It's all fear. So I just think it's the coolest thing in the world. I'm such a nerd when it comes to manifestation and quantum physics and energy work, but I think it's the coolest thing in the world that the number one thing that makes us feel better and magnetizes our desires to us at quantum speed is also the number one thing that helps us heal the planet, which are these energies and frequencies of love, peace, joy, and abundance. So this is your permission slip to take on the belief that your energetic vibration is your contribution. Your energetic vibration is your contribution to this planet. And yeah, it's just so cool how as we really take on that belief and we say, you know what, it's actually not just about me feeling good, it's about me being of service. We become more motivated, we become more driven for our manifestation practices, because it's no longer just about like experiencing a fun, beautiful life. That's a byproduct, and that naturally will come. If you want to grow your income in your business, you have a couple options, right? If you're only focused on money, then You could tap into the quantum field and focus solely on manifesting $500,000 or, any amount randomly. I feel 100% certain that if you dedicated yourself to that and you did that practice every day for 3 months, you bet your booty random money would be flowing to you. I used to do this, and it was crazy the kind of random money that would come to me. But then I got to a place where I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I'm experiencing more financial freedom than I ever had. I'm traveling, I'm falling in love, I have the coolest friends, and something's missing. And what was missing was this purpose, this service, this energy of love that wanted to flow through me and out into the world. So if you're not just focused on money, but you're also focused on service, this is where a business can grow really, really quickly, is when you say, okay, people pay for value. So what value am I giving, and how can I make myself more valuable? How can I get better at my craft? And how can I align my energy and frequency with what it means to have a successful business? How many people are you serving? And then how much money does that bring to you? And then what are you going to do with that money in order to grow your money over time, right? So putting a significant percentage into investing and saving, thinking like a wealthy person would, which would put a significant amount into investing and saving, and then putting in a percentage into giving. What would that be like? To really tap into the energetic signature of abundance, which is generosity. Generosity is the energetic signature of abundance. So if you were to really imagine the version of you that is overflowing and has more than enough, you would be imagining yourself giving. Maybe you're giving to your loved ones. Maybe you've created a nonprofit. Maybe you're giving like a lot higher tips and you're surprising people at restaurants with like these great tips. You get to choose what that looks like for you. But this is a little hack to really begin feeling what it would even feel like to have an overflow, a constant overflow, and to be a vessel of money and love for more people on the planet. Okay? So I'm dropping like little hacks in here. But so far, the process that we've covered is getting clear on your intentions, planting the seeds, then watering the seeds with water and sunshine every day, which is being thankful in advance, not pulling the seeds out, but saying thank you in advance, aligning your energy and frequency with that version of you, and becoming conscious when you notice that you're having resistance or fear or doubt or limiting beliefs. That's the addiction to the old version of you. We have to become aware of that and come back into vibrational alignment. And beyond that, we need to live as though it's here, right? A lot of people think, okay, I hear when I'm manifesting something, I need to act as if it's here. But we won't know how to act as if it's here if we're not in alignment with thoughts, beliefs, and feelings of it already being here. When you're in alignment, whether you did a breath work or embodiment or meditation or journaling practice, which I have a plethora of these within the Abundance Embodied membership. When you're in alignment, you will always receive inspired action. The inspired action will either be active or passive. So active inspired action is, okay, this week I have doors open to the Abundance Embodied membership. I'm feeling feelings of people joining. Oh, inspiration to go live on Instagram, to tell people about manifestation, to tell people about it. That is an active inspired action. Other times you'll have passive inspired action, which is, interesting. I'm feeling feelings of having the kind of business where I give and I'm leaned back a lot. Like I'm enjoying a lot of my day. So an example here to piggyback off the last one is, It's 11 a.m. where I am in Bali. And my inspired action today was to get up. I had 2 love embodied calls. We had our Q&A call and our embodiment call. And now I'm on Instagram Live. The inspired action I get for the rest of my day so far is I'm about to go to the beach, chill, lean back, let myself receive the ocean, receive whatever I order at this place I love to go to. It's like they have these comfy bean bags and I'm just chilling. And they have it's like a restaurant on the beach. And that's passive. That's me just receiving life, receiving nature, receiving food. Then I'm going to go out on a date this evening and I'm going to receive that connection. So our inspired action doesn't always mean we're like doing work to get there. It's this dance between giving and receiving, or energy flowing out and energy flowing in, energy flowing out, energy flowing in. Even the words like influence and affluence. Influence is to flow out, affluence is to flow towards. So your inspired action will be either active or passive, and it won't come from your mind. It won't be like, let me analyze how to make this happen. It will come from this wisdom when you're in alignment. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. Great. It feels good. It feels enjoyable. It's like this effortless action that although you may be taking effort, it feels effortless because it's enjoyable. It's like the universe has like the wind at your back. It's moving you forward. It feels good. You know you're not taking aligned, inspired action when you're fighting yourself and it's like, it doesn't feel right at all. Maybe there's resistance to move through, like if you're manifesting health and your inspired action is to go to a workout class and you feel fear, resistance, like lazy, that is just resistance. If deep down you feel that it's the inspired action for you. But if it feels wrong and it feels like you're like grinding at something that's not right, that's not inspired action, okay? And those are your steps, guys. Those are your steps. And we repeat that each day. And it gets to be super, super simple. So if you are passionately learning about and practicing or just getting started with manifestation right now, wherever you're at, I want to leave you with one final lesson or hack, which is our subconscious mind is what we're rewiring. It's this part of us that runs 95 to 90% of the show. We're becoming conscious of our subconscious mind, and we're rewiring it to be a magnet for what we want. And our subconscious mind responds to simplicity. And what I mean by this is if you're, going to watch this Instagram Live and then you're going to go scroll through TikTok at all the manifestation hacks and then you're going to read all the books, it's like, whoa. It can be fun to learn all the things. Over the years, I've dove into so many different things and I still haven't even learned them all. Some people will be like, Alesha, what do you think about the 3-6-9 method? I'm like, if it works for you, great. I've never dove into it. I don't need to. So notice when your mind is like scattered around all these different manifestation practices, and what you want to do is you want to soften. Get off your phone, get off your computer, go sit outside in nature. And if it's freezing wherever you live right now, go sit by the fire or light a candle and breathe into your body and let yourself come back to this place of neutrality. And then ask your body, ask your intuition, what's the most simple path for me to manifest my desires? And you'll be guided. You'll think of someone, whether you think of me and the Abundance Embodied membership or one of my courses, or whether you think of a therapist, or whether you think of something you saw online somewhere else. whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I encourage you to lean into that one thing and let it be so simple. That's what your subconscious mind will respond to. And we have so much stimulation and so much information. I bet if I typed in manifestation on Google, there'd be billions of links. But the truth is, that's all the mind trying to understand everything and trying to do the best thing. And take it from me that everything I shared here is 100% the most simple path that I've been able to create to get there. In my Love Embodied coaching call this week, which is a group coaching program for self-love. Doors are closed now, but you can join the waitlist for 2025. It was just so cool. In our call earlier this week, we had about half of the students on the live call, and they were all expressing how just the simple act of embodying gratitude and connecting to their heart and these little tools I've taught them, just that simplicity has created so much more joy and magnetism and flow in their lives. It doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, the more simple we make it, the quicker things happen, because we're not trying to do a million things. We're not trying to have a 20-step morning routine. That's exhausting even thinking about. So, yes. Loving the Instagram live. Keep it up. Thanks for sharing all this info. You have so much to offer. Thank you so much. I've seen some familiar faces hopping on here. Hello, welcome. So those are your steps. I'm going to post this on my feed. I encourage you to re-listen, re-watch, write them down, embody them. And if you want deeper support, this is really where my membership comes into play, okay? In years past, before my community grew astronomically on TikTok over the past few months, the only way to receive this information and work on a deeper level with me was through anywhere between a $500 to $1,000 investment. From day one, for 4.5 years, that was the only way to work with me. Now that the community has grown and I just feel this deep intuitive wisdom that a lot of this work that I teach is meant to reach the masses, or really just support as many people who feel called to it as possible, I've made a membership where you get to access an entire vault of trainings and courses and embodiment practices for a very, very low monthly price, where we also have 4 live calls a month, so 2 embodiment calls where we go deep into your nervous system and your subconscious mind, and we rewire it to become magnetic to your desires. 2 Q&A calls where we get to go deeper and I get to answer your questions and do live on hot seat coaching. And we have a Telegram chat, which is basically like the app WhatsApp, if you know what that is, where we have different groups for community, for celebration, for accountability. And then there will even be one group where I am the only one that speaks, and it's like this, every day or every few days I'll share something that I'm learning, or a piece of advice, or just some sort of wisdom, where you only get access to it there, where it will just feel like you have me in your pocket at all times, and a community of people who get you, who are moving through it with you, who will see you and celebrate you for the person you're stepping into. This is so important when we're embodying a new identity, because if you're trying to manifest being wealthier, being happier, being more loving, being more magnetic, more confident, more sexy in your body, yet everyone around you knows you as the old version of yourself, maybe they're not connected to this work, maybe they even get triggered by you talking about these things, then it's like we go into our practice, we feel so expanded, and then we get around those people and it's like we close. And the more that you can stabilize in that expanded state and frequency, the more you're magnetic, right? If you can rest there for a few hours a day rather than just 20 minutes, I mean, things will start to happen a lot faster. Then when you practice more and more and more, and you can begin to rest there for many hours and then even all day, it's like, holy shit, my life has completely changed in beautiful ways. Oh, it's 11:11 here. So that's a huge intention of this membership as well, is to have that community and that energetic field to really amplify the version of you that you're stepping into by being seen in it and witnessed in it and celebrated in it. So that is the Abundance Embodied membership, okay? That is a $99 a month investment right now. It may go up in the future. And this week, it has a special rate for $88 a month. This is for new members. This week, it ends on March 3rd, and that's a forever discount. So you get grandfathered into whatever the price increases to in the future, okay? You can cancel anytime. There's no commitment. It wouldn't surprise me if some people get in 30 days, things change so fast for them that they're like, oh my God, amazing. I feel complete. And then other people may stay in for many months. And that's perfect. Like, you get to choose. There's no commitment necessary. And if that price, which, you know, to me feels so like abundant in the sense that it's so low, yet the value is so high compared to compared to other prices of things that I offer. If that still feels like an edge for you, I encourage you to infuse that into your intentions when you sign up as like, you know what? Maybe this feels like an edgy price for me right now, but I'm stepping into the version of me where that price a month is nothing. It's nothing, and I'm so glad to invest it. Like, infuse that into your intentions with anything you invest in, whether it's with me or with another coach or mentor. That's just so important when you enroll in something, is to have that clear intention. And once you get inside, there's a section to come set your intentions and begin the morning magic routine, and then begin the manifestation masterclass, and you can dive into all this stuff, okay? Beyond the membership, that's the first way that you can work with me, okay? I have two other ways. The second way is one-on-one coaching. I only work with 2 to 3 clients at a time, and it's a significant investment compared to the membership, okay? So if you feel drawn to that, you can DM me, and either you can apply or join the waitlist depending on where I'm at with client load. And the third way is digital courses. So throughout the year, I offer a variety of digital courses that are like these smaller group coaching programs where we go deep into one topic. So right now I'm teaching Love Embodied. I teach this typically in the beginning of the year, and we're going deep into love and inner healing and self-love, and it's so beautiful. I teach that once live, and then there's a waitlist for the next year, okay? My next course coming up is called the Abundance Embodied Accelerator. So this is different from the membership in the sense that it's designed for people who are business owners and entrepreneurs who want to experience anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000 cash a month or more. And you want an acceleration to that. So we move through all of the money things, the marketing, getting into that leaned back magnetic energy. And what's cool about it is the size of the group stays small enough to where everyone gets to share and receive coaching, and it's really beautiful. So if you feel called to that, you can apply for that. That's coming up in the next 1 or 2 months, I think 2 months. Then later on in the year, I'll have a course around feminine energy and pleasure and experiencing more pleasure in your body. Then we'll flow into another manifestation course at the end of the year, okay? So those are the 3 ways that you can work with me on a deeper level. Everything I taught in this lesson today, it can be applied on your own. You can read books, right? You can listen to podcasts. You can learn how to manifest. It's one thing to learn it. It's another thing to embody it and have someone there with you showing you your blind spots. I see hiring coaches, therapists, mentors as one of the greatest gifts we could ever give ourselves, where instead of like trying to swim to get to where we want to be and getting lost and getting stuck on like rocks, we get on a speedboat, and that mentor, coach, therapist, healer course takes us there so much faster. So I'm really sharing that not as a way to convince you to work with me. I don't want to work with anyone that needs being convinced. I want you to work with me if you desire it and feel called to it. This is really just encouraging you to invest in yourself in whatever area you're moving into. One of my closest friends is dating right now, and she just kept like looping in the same dating experience. So she ended up hiring a therapist, and she's like sending me voice notes all the time, like mind blown about all of these breakthroughs she's having with her therapist. We need people to show us our blind spots, or we don't need it, but if we want to move through there, if we want to get to where we want to be faster, then we need it. And it's like, it's such an investment. The return, I have invested, a fat stack, at least 6 figures in myself in the past 5 years, in coaches and certifications and healers, and the return in my investment is 100-fold. So I do encourage that in whatever way you feel most called to, okay? This was so fun. If you're on the replay, let me know in the comments. Maybe share your biggest takeaway from the lesson. And if you have any questions about these 3 different ways that you can work with me, and you need some sort of guidance or clarification before diving in, then you can shoot me a direct message and we'll have a chat, okay? All right, I'm gonna go eat some brunch and go to the beach and have a chill, beautiful day on the beach. And then a sexy evening. Maybe, probably, we'll see, okay? I love you, and we'll talk soon. Bye.